So, Jake, what do you think about the high-definition television?
It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Wait till you turn it on.
Is it here?
It's here.
It's here. Oh, thank the Lord. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Besides you, honey.
Dan, you do not have time to watch TV. Go change your shirt. We're gonna be late for my class.
Cheyenne, I do not want to go to some stupid husband panel. We have a flat screen, high definition TV. I finally have something to grow old and get fat in front of.
Dan, it's for my sociology class and I'm getting graded on it.
They're grading you on your husband? Well, I hope they're grading on a curve.
Dan, these women are coming to find out what men really want from marriage.
You know what men really want from marriage? I can't really tell you in front of your mother.
Dan, you're going.
All right, fine. You know what men really want from marriage? A high-definition flat-screen TV!
Reba, I need your help. I am desperate.
No, not now. I'm gonna go watch Dr. Phil's big old Charlie Brown size head in high def.
Brock and I are being audited by the IRS. Reba, it is not funny. I think we are in real trouble here. Now, you know how I've been doing all of our tax returns?
Yeah, what's the problem?
I've been doing all of our tax returns. Here, take a look.
Well, right off the bat, I'd tell you to stop doing the I heart the IRS stuff. It makes you look desperate.
I am desperate. Oh, Reba, I'm going down. I'm headed for the big house.
Barbara Jean.
Promise me, Reba, if I get sent to prison, you will do something to get sent to prison, too. And then we can break out like on that show. You're going to have to get the layout of the prison tattooed on your body, so you're going to need to gain some weight. Okay. Oh, God.
Calm down.
Oh, I love how tough you are. When we're in prison, I'm so going to be your girlfriend.
Barbara Jean.
Yeah?
They only send you to jail if you lie on these forms. Not because you put glitter all over it.
I would never knowingly lie. I mean, so if I just made these mistakes because I don't know what I'm doing, I should be okay, right?
Yes, you should plead dumb. Trust me, after they talk to you for a little while, they'll let you off. Heck, they'll probably even pay for your ride home. All right, Dr. Phil, polish up that old bald head of yours.
Even if we didn't go to prison, I'd still so be your girlfriend.
My roots are planted in the past, though my life is changing fast. Who I am is who I wanna be. A single mom who works too hard, who loves her kids and never stops, with gentle hands and the heart of a fighter. I'm a survivor.
Reba, we're back. Just like a cold sore.
Hey, that's a reoccurring mosquito bite.
The audit went great. You are going to love yours.
What do you mean?
Brock, go.
Oh, yeah, well, it's a funny thing, really. It seems like once they take a look at your returns, they get all excited and they want to go back even further.
How much farther?
Yeah, well, it's a funny thing, really. Oh, wow, is this new?
Brock.
Yeah, the last 3 years of our marriage, you and I are being audited.
Wait a minute, we got divorced. Didn't you get the audits and the settlement?
Reba, you've got nothing to worry about. I'm sure that your returns are in order.
That's right, Reba. As far as you know, everything's fine.
Last time you said everything's fine, I heard Barbara Jean giggling in the background.
Do you remember that time?
That was so... Well, anyway, look, it's really no big deal. I mean, you remember when Harry, my friend from dental school, set up that charity for us in the Cayman Islands?
How come I never met Harry?
Oh, you haven't? Oh, well, we'll have him over for dinner in 3 to 5 years. Anyway, turns out that was more of a charity for the people who donated to it than it was for the poor Caymanians.
So the charity was a scam?
Scam is such an ugly word. No, it was more of an illegal tax shelter, and I got out as soon as I found out. But the thing is, I never paid the money back, and I never told you about it because you're so big on the truth and everything.
How much?
Well, it's not a lot, hardly anything.
So sell something and pay it back, like that tanning bed you claim not to have.
It's a rental. Anyway, I gave the money I saved to a real charity, Reba. I made it as right as I could, but this is the IRS that we're talking about. You don't tell them that you scam, that you sheltered money from them. They will crawl into places you didn't even know existed.
He's right, Reba. He can't go to prison.
Although it would be nice for you to see Harry.
Reba, promise me that you won't say anything. Trust me, you did not want to open up this can of worms.
I'll think about it. Now go home and tan up. I need you looking good for the audit.
Welcome, everyone, to I Do Is Forever, Marriage from a Man's View.
This seminar is forever, and I wish I had a view of the game.
Thank you, everyone, for writing all of your questions for our panel. Now, let's meet our happily married men. This is Van Montgomery, happily married to me, Taken. And that's Herman, and that's Doug, and they're married to other women. Okie dokie. First question.
First question, why am I here?
This one is for the cute one.
Well, that's gotta be me. Thank you, ladies.
Remember, ladies, these men are married, especially Van. All right, the question is, how did you meet your wife?
We met in high school.
Aww.
Well, thanks again. They like me.
Okie dokie. Next question. For the hot one.
Me again. Sorry, Doug.
What is your wife's worst trait? Okay, that's a good one. Van?
Ooh, that's a tough question. I'm gonna have to say I can't tell which of her eyes are prettier.
Yeah, isn't he charming, ladies? But remember, we really do need complete honesty in order for the panel to be helpful. Okay, next question. When did the really hot guy know that his wife was the one? Okay, you guys, this is ridiculous.
Okay, I'll take over now. Let me tell you a story how I proposed to my wife. I rented a hot air balloon. Hot air balloon. And as we hovered over the field, I pointed down there. And carved in the crops were the words, "Will you marry me?" And I handed her a glass of champagne with a diamond ring the size of a cockroach. And then she fainted. So I picked her up gently and kissed her softly on the lips. And when she awoke, she said the words, "I will. I will."
All right, that is enough. He's a goon and he is a liar. He didn't propose to me. You want to know how he knew I was the one, Maureen? When he asked me to homecoming and I said, "Oh, okay, but don't forget to buy me a corsage and some diapers because you knocked me up."
And I married her anyway because I knew I loved her when I looked into her gorgeous left and right eyes. Next question.
Yeah. How are you getting home?
Ladies.
Hey, guys. Sorry I'm late. Here, I took some pictures of other people's children for you to claim as dependents. Although the black kid may require some explanation.
Will you knock it off, Barbara Jean? Everything will be fine as long as Reba doesn't say anything.
I've thought about it, and I'm not gonna lie.
What? This is the IRS. You have to lie. Do you have any idea what they could do to us?
You said it wasn't gonna be that much money.
Yeah, well, see, here's the funny thing. It could be a tad more than I led you to believe.
Do you ever stop lying?
Well, it wasn't a lot initially, but what with penalty and interest, it would be a ton.
How much is a ton?
Well, it would put you in a huge hole, and Barbara Jean and I might lose the house.
What? Brock, you never told me we could lose the house. I can't live under a bridge. Not again.
Brock, how could you do this? How could you let this get to a point where it would cost everybody so much?
Only if they find out if you get on board, none of that's gonna happen.
I'm not lying. It's bad karma. It follows you around. That's why you've had such a lousy life, Brock.
She's babbling and turning pink. She's gonna rat us out.
Will you two stop beating on me? That's their job. Now, look, Reba, just let me do all the talking, okay? All you have to do is smile and nod.
Well, you are a better liar than I am. I just wish you were more likable.
Okay, everybody just shh. All right? The walls have ears. Trust no one. For all you know, I could be wearing a wire. Well, actually, I am under here, but it's just a lift and stuff.
Oh, will you stop, Barbara Jean, for heaven's sake?
Hi, my name is Agent Miller. Come in.
Smile and nod, smile and nod. Hey, Agent Miller. I'm just gonna go out there and play with my black child.
So, Mrs. Hart, how are you today?
Fine. She's fine. We're fine.
Good. I'll be working with Mrs. Hart, and Dr. Hart, you'll be down the hall with Agent Fung.
Fun? But I thought we were gonna do this together. I mean, you didn't separate Barbara Jean and me.
It's just our policy with divorced couples. They're always so eager to tell on each other. Plus, when there's nothing to hide, no one minds.
Oh, well, there's certainly nothing to hide. Right, Reba?
Dr. Hart, will you come with me?
Is this gonna take long?
How long have you got?
Fung just kills me. So, Mrs. Hart, before we get started, I have to tell you that the IRS is a lot more lenient if the taxpayer comes forward with any issues or problems. I'm sure there aren't any, but I have to tell you that, okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. We've been over everything, and it mostly seems to be in order. Okay. But there is one tiny area of concern.
Oh?
You probably know what I'm talking about.
Cayman.
What?
K-Man. Okay, man, lay it on me.
I'd like to talk to you about 1998.
I was drunk that whole year.
Try to think back. Did you work for Dr. Hart full time?
Yes.
According to this, you worked for your husband full time, and yet he only paid you minimum wage. Was there any compensation paid under the table?
Oh, no, he's just cheap.
Mm-hmm. He looks cheap. Anyhow, that's the only problem we had.
Great.
So you just sign here, and we send it off for one final review, and then you're done.
Super great.
Miller, high five. Mm-hmm. Okay.
What did Fung say?
Oh, just IRS-y stuff. Oh, before you sign, if there is anything that you knowingly and willingly omitted and you sign this, the penalties of perjury apply.
Perjury?
Mm-hmm. So, is there anything you left out? Something you might suddenly remember that you might want to share? Something your ex-husband may have spilled to Fung?
You know, I was thinking, since those ladies at your seminar loved me so much, I should write a book on how to be the perfect husband.
You should write a book. You should call it I'm a Perfect Liar, and I met a girl and I made up stories about how I met her so I could impress stupid college girls, which are stupid anyway.
Well, it doesn't leave a whole lot of room in the cover for my picture.
Here's my book. I married a hot jerk.
Oh, I get it. You're a little jealous because I got all the attention.
I am so not jealous.
Oh, please. A perfect husband can read his wife.
Why did you have to lie, Van? Is the truth about our lives really so awful?
Honey, what are you talking about?
I just felt like you had to make up some fantasy about what our life is like because you're so ashamed of it.
Cheyenne, I made up a fantasy because that's what I wish had happened. Not because I'm ashamed of it, because you deserve a memory like that. You deserve to be proposed to in a hot air balloon, not, what? You're pregnant, what are we gonna do?
Really?
Yes.
That's why you lied?
Honey, the only thing I feel bad about our relationship is that I haven't tried to make it 100 times better.
Hey, baby, come here, baby. Did you really mean that thing about not knowing which one of my eyes is more beautiful? Because I kind of think that too.
I meant it all. Oh, man, I really should write a book.
Reba. So, how'd it go with Agent Miller?
Fine. How'd it go with Agent Fung?
Fine, fine. So anything you want to tell me, Reba?
No. Anything you want to tell me, Brock?
Tell you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, let me think. Yeah, there is one thing. You sang like a bird, didn't you?
What? No, you're the rat. Anything to save your own skin, huh, Brock?
Oh, cut the act, Reba. It was you. You should have seen the look on Fung's face when he was talking to Miller on the phone. Oh, that's very interesting.
No. Horse feathers. My gal didn't call your guy. Your guy called my gal, talking about how you were down there spilling your guts.
Oh, I didn't say anything, I swear.
I didn't say anything either, I swear.
Wait a minute. It was a trick. They were trying to get us to believe the other one was confessing to try and break us.
So neither one of us talked about the Cayman thing?
I didn't.
I didn't either.
Oh, that means we're okay. We did it. Oh, I always knew I could trust you, Reba. Oh.
Yes. Oh, wait. Hello. Oh, Agent Miller.
Miller time.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. All righty. Bye. We owe the government $75,000.
What? What are you talking about?
Back taxes, penalty, and interest! $75,000!
I don't understand. We didn't tell them anything. How did they find out?
Fung broke me.
turns out that was more of a charity for the people who donated to it than it was for the poor Caymanians.
So the charity was a scam?
Scam is such an ugly word. No, it was more of an illegal tax shelter.
I'll be working with Mrs. Hart, and Dr. Hart, you'll be down the hall with Agent Fung.
But I thought we were going to do this together. I mean, you didn't separate Barbara Jean and me.
It's just our policy with divorced couples. They're always so eager to tell on each other.
We owe the government $75,000.
How did they find out?
Fung broke me. And he said something about how would I like a cup of coffee, and I said, well, hey, with the amount of money we owe you, I should buy you coffee. And then it kind of all just came out.
Barbara Jean, do you realize what you've done? Now we owe the government $75,000.
Why are you blaming her? You're the one that lied in the first place.
Yeah.
Oh, cut it out, blabbermouth. Okay, this is not happening. This can't be happening. I don't have $37,000, Brock.
Actually, your share would be $37,500. I'm splitting hairs. You go ahead.
I'll never be able to pay my half. I only have $18 in my purse. I don't even know who's on the $20 bill.
You know, they just put Jack Nicholas on a Scottish 5-pound note. What? I'm a sucker for all things Scottish.
I gotta do something about this, Brock.
Why me?
Because you're the one who lied in the first place. Then you went and married Kelly McCan't Shut Up. She with the wee little brain.
Oh, nice. You know what? Brock, we can't talk to her when she's like this. We should just leave. And quickly.
Reba, hey, listen, maybe you could take out a second mortgage on the house.
Fourth.
Fourth? Good God, woman, what do you do with your money?
Oh, that's it.
All right, look, maybe we can work out a payment plan with the IRS.
Oh, yeah, how about $1 a year for 37,000 years? Because that's all I can afford.
Actually, it'd be $37,500 years.
You know what? Just get out. Listening to you gives me a headache.
Fine. Come on, Barbara Jean, let's leave Reba alone. Reba, if it makes you feel any better, I'm disgusted with myself, too.
Okay, all right, come on. Let's not leave it like this. Come here.
My roots are planted in the past, though my life is changing fast. Who I am is who I wanna be. A single mom who works too hard, who loves her kids and never stops, with gentle hands and the heart of a fighter. I'm a survivor.
Do you really think that you're gonna scare someone off with a lightsaber?
I will if I use the Force.
Wait a minute, Anne. When I went to sleep last night, didn't you have hair?
Yeah, I know. You know how I like to go to bed with gum in my mouth? Well, I'm not doing that anymore. Intruder! Ah!
It's Mom, cleaning the oven at 2 in the morning.
Hey, maybe she's sleep cleaning.
I'm not asleep. I gotta figure a way out of this IRS debt, and I do my best thinking when I'm drinking. I mean, cleaning.
Well, is there anything that makes you want to cook? Because I think the best when I'm eating.
We got big financial problems here. We're making some cutbacks. You ate yesterday, so technically today is your day off, okay? I'm also thinking about selling the car.
You're not gonna get much for your car.
Not my car, Van's car.
No? You will not sell Rhonda. I will see you go to prison before I let that happen.
Hey!
Barbara Jean, how did you get in here?
I climbed in your bedroom window. I'm not knocking on your door at 2 a.m, Reba. That would be rude.
Why are you even here at all?
Because Brock's decided to sell our house.
What?
He feels so guilty he wants to pay the whole debt, and the only way that he can do that is to sell our house. I'm losing my home, Reba. My child is going to be without a home.
Does Mr. H have a broker yet?
What? Man, why would you even ask that?
That's no reason, does he?
Okay, whoa, wait just a minute. Brock is taking care of the whole debt with the IRS, and I'm not gonna have you as a neighbor?
Yeah. Isn't it awful?
It's awfully something.
I know. I mean, if I move out of this block, I'm never gonna see you anymore.
Oh, no. Sure you will, Barbara Jean. You can set up lunch twice a week.
Cheyenne, don't help me. Barbara Jean, I don't know what you want me to do.
Reba, I want you to get Brock to change his mind. I mean, after all, you're the one that put that awful thought into Brock's weak and pliable brain.
No. I just told Brock to fix the problem. His weak and pliable brain came up with the rest.
Yeah, well, I blame you.
Of course you do, Barbara Jean. And you know a good way to get back at her? Use me as your realtor.
Well, how would that get back at her?
I'll drop her. She's dead weight to me anyway, and I've been thinking about going solo.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have. And I don't think I can work with Mrs. H after what she's done.
Well, what is it, Reba? Do I hire your backstabbing partner, or do you help me?
I'm sorry, Barbara Jean.
Come on, Barbara Jean. I'm gonna find you a wonderful new home where you can feel safe. What's your price range?
Not much.
Then I can't guarantee safe. Here, let me walk you home. Hey, Barbara Jean. Is this a bad time?
Well, actually, yeah, Henry was
Great,
just
smile.
Ooh, everything's all sparkly. Ooh.
This is Jenny. She's gonna be taking pictures for the brochure.
Hello?
Van, wait.
And since Jenny was gonna be here, I figured she'd take some pictures of me working my realtor magic. Down here by the couch.
But Van. Oh, that's nice, Van. I like that. Van, stop. Okay, as much as I'm enjoying the light show, we're not gonna need to make your brochure anymore.
Sure we are. Remember, this is how we're gonna get back at Mrs. H.
Yeah. But Van, I don't want to get back at Reba anymore.
Got it.
Okay, Barbara Jean, don't start yelling at me. I'm just here to help Van with this brochure.
But Mrs. H, remember, we're no longer in business together?
You guys, I'm not mad. Last night, I had an epiphany. Do you all know what an epiphany is?
Is that some sort of booze?
No. I was going over in my mind what happened at Reba's house, and I said to myself, Babby J, that's my American Idol name if I ever make it, fingers crossed. I said, Babby J, Reba is never gonna let you move away from her. All right, now let me explain. Reba, how many times a day do you call me?
0.
And how many times a day do you come over here and pop in on me?
Never.
Now, how many times a day do I pop in on you?
50. And apparently sometimes at night through a window.
Exactly. Now, there's no way you would put up with that if secretly you didn't like me.
I think somebody needs to stop knocking back on the epiphany.
Ben, she always does this. I get into trouble and she pretends to be happy and calls me a moron and a butt, you know. But then at the end of the day, she rides in and saves me. She's like my guardian angel with a really mean sense of humor.
Barbara Jean, This thing is bigger than the both of us. We're mere pawns in God's great chess game of life. And it looks like your pawn is going to be way on the other side of the chessboard.
Oh, okay, that's right. I'm a pawn. All right, I'll play along, Reba. Okay, Van, let's go get some pictures of the bird bath for that brochure. Okay.
Yeah, birds take baths. Okay, let me get my pigeon loofah.
Hey, Mom. Is Dad here?
Oh, honey, I don't know. I just got here myself.
Well, would you give this to him? These have a range of over 2 miles, so I can call him when he gets to his new house.
Will do, Jake.
And he's still going to be able to coach my basketball team, right?
Oh, yeah, you bet.
And on Thursdays, we go to that diner and have waffles. We can still do that, right?
Absolutely, honey. It's going to be just like when he was over at his condo. You'll get to see him all the time.
Cool.
Yeah.
And be sure to give him that walkie-talkie, okay?
I sure will. You bet.
Hey, did I just hear Jake?
Oh, yeah, he left that for you. He said he wanted to be able to talk to you when you get into your new house.
Oh. Well, I don't think it's going to work at my new place.
Oh, yeah, he said it has a range of over 2 miles.
Yeah, well, Reba, we're not going to be moving around here. We're moving to Las Vegas.
Hey, Dad. It's me. Just wanted to tell you I love you.
Copy that, little buddy. Brock, get back in here. We need to talk about this.
What is it, Reba?
You can't move to Las Vegas.
Sure I can. It's one of the fastest growing cities in America, and they need dentists. Young, ambitious dentists.
You're not even 2 out of 3 of those things. And what about Jake?
Oh, to tell you the truth, I think Jake would be better off without me.
That's not true. Jake still needs a father.
Does he? You know, this whole IRS thing has made me realize it's just one more time that I've hurt the people I care about. I mean, face it, Reba, I'm like a tornado. Made a mess of my life and everyone else's life I'm close to.
I can't believe you're even considering this.
Yeah? Well, I am.
So you're tearing this family apart over money. Brock, you're making a huge mistake.
You know what? You may be right. But fortunately, making mistakes seems to be the only thing that I've been good at lately.
Yeah, that and being a butt. Stupid.
Uh-oh. You're muttering. Someone did something dumb.
Only your dad could take a wonderful gesture like moving Barbara Jean away from me and wreck it. He wants to move to Las Vegas.
What?
Yeah. He wants to move far away because he's on this kick about all the bad stuff he's done and how he's ruined everybody else's lives.
Well, Mom, that is so not true. Did you tell him how great he is? Did you remind him of all the good stuff that he's done?
I don't think I'm the best person for that job.
Mom, Vegas? We have to do something. I don't want Dad moving to Utah.
Cheyenne, Las Vegas is in Nevada.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said Los Angeles.
Jean, just take a look at the property.
Van, it's a waste of time. Reba is never gonna let this happen. She's a stopper, remember?
Van, stop trying to sell him a house.
What? Why?
Because I'm going to talk Brock into staying.
Bingo! Nice call, Babby J. I knew you weren't gonna let this happen. Oh, Reba, I wish I knew the words to Reunited by Peaches and Herb.
I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing it for Jake.
Right, for Jake. Yeah, it's best that we leave our bond unspoken. We'll just share a look.
Barbara Jean, she's serious. Dad wants you guys to move to Vegas.
What?
Yeah, the one in Nevada.
Mr. H can't move to Vegas. I'm not licensed to sell houses in Vegas.
Yeah, and I can't live in Vegas. I'm not allowed within 500 feet of Wayne Newton.
All right. Everybody just calm down. Why don't we make a list of all the stuff that Brock is good at, then I'll take it over there and use that to talk him into staying.
Okay.
For Jake.
Right. For Jake. Okay.
Yeah. You're creeping me out.
Okay, yeah, I'm creeping you out. Okay.
Okay, good things about Brock.
Oh,
Go.
I've got plenty of good things to say about Brock.
You don't get to talk. He's not moving away from you. Cheyenne.
Pass.
Pass?
Well, come back to me. I'm not good at doing this under pressure.
Van.
Pass.
Everybody can't pass. You get to pass. Van.
All right, look, I like Mr. H a lot, so let's quickly review.
Okay.
We got affair, we got a divorce, we got midlife crisis, separation from the new wife, line to the IRS, financial ruin, cheats at golf. He's always in the bathroom when the dinner check comes. Oddly tan.
Oh, all right. That's it. I'll just do something on my own.
He's a caring and attentive lover.
Meeting's over. Hey, Brock.
Hey,
What are you doing?
I was just getting in one last tan on my Tan Blaster 2000 before I send it back. I don't want to stand out in the desert.
Really? Are there a lot of orange people in Las Vegas?
Yes?
Well, look, Brock, I was telling the kids about what you said about the tornado and ruining people's lives. And, man, you should have heard them singing your praises.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd they say?
Well, what happened is they were all yelling about all the great stuff you do and talking at the same time. And it was like a love fest. I was looking at the calendar saying, what is this, Brock Day?
Really? What did Cheyenne say?
Why do you push?
They couldn't think of anything, could they?
No. But they tried. You should have seen how hard they tried. Didn't that show you how much they care?
Look, I know they do. I know they do. I just don't want to hurt anyone anymore, and that's why I'm leaving.
That's not called leaving, Brock. That's called running away. And that's what you do every time things get tough.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? I'm talking about when things got tough between you and me, you ran to Barbara Jean. And when things got tough between you and Barbara Jean, you ran to the golf course. And when things are getting tough around here, you're running off to Las Vegas.
I'm just trying to do what I think is best for everyone.
Breaking up a family is not good for anybody, Brock. We did that once before. Let's not do that again.
Are we still a family, Reba?
As crazy as it sounds, yes. With everything we've got going against us, Brock, it shouldn't work, but it does. And that's why I'm able to tell you this. You got a white patch on the back of your neck.
Well, Mrs. H, I hope you're Happy.
Actually, I'm Crabby.
Oh! I just talked to Mr. H, and thanks to little Miss Susie Do-Right, that's you, I lost 2 commissions. The one that I would have gotten from selling their house and the one that I would have gotten from selling them a new one. 3, actually, because when I heard about it, I was with another client. I lost my temper and took it out on them. Excuse me, Mr. Montgomery, what's a bonus room? It's a bonus, be happy!
So they're not moving to Las Vegas?
That's right, Miss Susie, 2 and 2 makes 4. They're not going anywhere. Mr. H is gonna come up with the money somehow to pay off the IRS. That does not involve me getting a commission. You know what? We should put up a billboard of you holding a gun that says, "Nobody move!"
So they're not moving out of state. Yet Barbara Jean is still gonna be my neighbor.
So, how does that make you feel, Mrs. H?
Pass.
Well, anyway, I think there's something wrong with Mr. H. I think he's sick, because he's got a giant red patch on the back of his neck.
The office isn't even open yet, Van.
The early bird gets the worm, Mrs. H. That's why I like to go to the office to watch that. Sometimes the worm breaks in half. It's so gross. But it's really cool.
Hey, honey, can I have some money before you go?
For what?
Well, I just have to get a few things.
These things. They wouldn't happen to have high heels, would they?
No, not all of them.
Uh-huh.
So can I have some money?
Oh, God, it's so hard being generous. I just take it all.
Thanks.
Just make sure you write everything down in your expense journal. See you at the office, Mrs. H.
Hey, honey.
Expense journal?
Oh, yeah, that's a system that Van uses to control our money. He enters all of our expenses in the computer and then prints out these little pie charts that he's supposed to go over. But usually, when he sees the pie charts, he decides that he wants pie, so he never does.
And you're okay with that?
Yeah, Van loves pie.
Not that. Him controlling all the money.
Mom, Dad controlled the money when you guys were married.
Yes, and having gone through what I just went through with your dad, I can think of 75,000 reasons that was dumb.
Mom, I really don't think Van is like Dad.
There was a time I used to think Dad wasn't like Dad, but surprise!
I've thought about talking to him, but, you know, money is just one of those issues in our marriage that's just better left not talked about.
Okay, Cheyenne, listen to me. Money is not one of the issues in a marriage. It is the issue in a marriage. It is the issue underneath all the other issues. Honey, a marriage has to have full and honest disclosures.
Mom, my marriage has full and honest disclosure. And besides, I can always lie on my expense journal.
My roots are planted in the past, though my life is changing fast. Who I am is who I wanna be. A single mom who works too hard, who loves her kids and never stops, with gentle hands and the heart of a fighter. I'm a survivor.
Okay, the termite company said we can tent the Hillman house on Wednesday.
Great. Although, you know what has always bugged me about tenting a house, Mrs. H?
What's that?
What if termites love to go camping? Wouldn't it be ironic if they saw a tent going up and they thought they were on this really cool camping trip, and the next thing they know, they're dead? Did you ever wonder about that?
Yeah, Van, I think everybody wonders about that. So, did you write that down in your expense journal?
What?
That decaf latte with a double shot of vanilla. You do write that down in your expense journal, don't you?
Me? No. That's just for Cheyenne. Here's another thing I always wonder about, Mrs. H. What if lobsters love jacuzzis? And just before we drop them to a pot of boiling hot water, they think we're the nicest people in the world. You know what that would be? That would be ironic.
Let's get back to Cheyenne for a second. Don't you worry that your financial system might make Cheyenne feel like a little less than an equal partner?
What? Why would it?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because you don't have to keep an expense journal and she does, and she has to ask for money?
Well, gee, I hadn't thought about that.
Well, something to think about now.
Well, yeah, I guess maybe it is.
Yeah, you know, when you're not so busy thinking how ironic it would be if mosquitoes like those big blue bug lights that kill them.
Huh?
You know, those big blue bug lights that we put outside in the summer. What if bugs liked them? You know, hey guys, party's over here, and then zap.
You lost me.
Oh, you know, like the lobsters.
We keep big blue bug lights out in the summertime to keep the lobsters away?
No, the thing before with the happy dead termites that camp, you know.
Look, Mrs. H, I don't mind if you have a few beers at lunch, but I wouldn't talk to anybody else this afternoon if I were you.
Hey, where have you guys been?
Just hanging out.
Jake had detention.
You said you wouldn't tell.
Yeah, Jake, I say a lot of things. Yesterday, I told the DMV I weighed 105. Grow up.
So what'd you do?
He had a soda at school. They're banned. I mean, it's the same as if he brought a tomahawk or photographs of buxom women.
So how did you get a soda if they were banned from school?
Kids sell them from their backpacks.
Pushers. On the street, they call them pop daddies.
Thank you, Barbara Jean. I can take it from here.
Sweet Jake. You used to be such a good boy. We miss that good boy. Oh.
Here's what happened.
No. Here's what happened. Your school banned sodas and you had one. That was wrong. Now, if you've got a problem with the rules, you take it up with your principal, but you do not break the rules. Now, you get upstairs and think about what I just said.
Oh, hey, Mrs. H. Good, you're here. Cheyenne! I thought about what you said about the money thing, and I'm gonna make it right.
Oh, glad I could help.
Hey, honey, how was work?
Oh, great. Hey, well, except for one of the realtors got hammered at lunch, but, I covered for her. Anyway, I have something really important to say to you.
Okay, I know what you're gonna say, Van, but they were on sale.
You bought shoes. Good for you.
Okay, well, I put it in the expense journal, put it under asthma medication, but it's in there.
Okay. Forget this stupid expense journal. Look, I realized today that I'm doing things financially that might make you feel that I don't see you as an equal partner.
Oh, honey, that is so sensitive.
It's hard to go through life that way, but I try to carry it with dignity. Anyway, I wanted to show you how much I value you as a wife, a mother, and as a partner. So, I decided to pay you.
What?
Yeah, I worked out in the approximate value of what you do around here, threw in a little extra because you look so hot doing it, and I came up with a weekly paycheck. So here you go.
You figured out my value?
Yeah, you know, stuff like cooking, laundry, daycare, and I didn't include, because that would be illegal.
Why would you think that you could treat me like an employee? Would you think that the money that we make is yours?
I see it's a big old joke, Cheyenne. Man, tell her it's a joke, a big old dumb dangerous joke.
Well, why would I say that? You're the one who told me to do it.
What? You told him to pay me?
No, I didn't say that. I just told him to think about it.
You told Van to think? Are you insane?
What is that? Is that an insult?
Oh.
All right, fine, Cheyenne. I'll answer your question. Yes. I think the money that I make is mine. And why would I think a crazy thing like that? Oh, that's right, because when the paychecks come, they have my name on them.
You know what? I cannot believe that I said that you were sensitive. You're not sensitive. You're a butt. And as for you, Mom, I can't call you a butt because you're my mom. But if you weren't, I would. Except that I won't be talking to you, so I can't. Oh, and Van, these shoes, they weren't on sale, and I bought 2 pair.
Cheyenne, Van, go after her. Tell her you made a mistake.
Oh, I made a big mistake, all right, when I took your advice. That's the last time I listen to you when you're drunk.
Oh, are you talking to me this morning? If you are, I'd sure like a chance to explain what happened. Hi, this is Reba. Leave a message after the beep.
I'm sorry, I've reached a number that I'm not speaking to.
All you had to do is say no.
Cheyenne, I know you're still mad at me, but flushing the toilet when someone's in the shower isn't just mean, it's dangerous. So you're still not talking to me?
Mom,
Oh, you're talking to me now?
actually, I'm just talking to myself out loud. Cheyenne, if Van tries to talk to you, try and figure out a way to let him know that you're not talking to him. Okay, Cheyenne, I will.
Van? It's Van. Nice choice in the wife, you moron.
Reba, it's Reba. How's it working out living in a nut house? Jake, what are you doing home? Aren't you supposed to be on your way to school?
This morning, I was out on the lawn pulling dandelions, nature's beautiful yellow garbage, when I saw my stepson struggling under the weight of his enormous backpack.
What the heck is in there? It wasn't that heavy when you left. Sodas. I don't believe this.
It's not what you think. Sometimes on the way to school, I run into homeless people who really love soda.
Oh, really?
And sometimes they need change for $1.
Okay, we don't have time to talk about this now. We will have a long conversation when you get home from school. Now get.
Reba, a long conversation is not going to do anything. But I know what will. Military school.
Barbara Jean, I don't need help raising my kids. I've been doing this a long time, and they've all turned out pretty well.
Oh, if someone's talking to me, I can't hear them, especially if they're a big gigantic mom.
Wear your diapers, you big baby.
So, military school, huh?
Hey, Mr. H, I need some advice.
Advice? You know, Van, I always hoped we'd have a relationship like this. You know, that you'd look at me as a mentor, as a guy that you could come to.
Need it
when...
today, Mr. H.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Well, Shannon and I had a big fight about money. And she's mad at me because I said I think the money I make is mine. And I need to know how to explain it to her so she'll understand.
Okay, Van. It's time. I'm going to tell you something now, something that all men get told when the time is right. Huh? It is the deepest secret in the fellowship of the husbands. It's the bedrock truth upon which all else sits. It is...
Today, Mr. H. Need it today.
Okay, you ready? It's not your money.
What? Don't say it, Mr. H, because if you say it, then there's no hope.
There is no hope, buddy. Wake up. Face it.
But the checks have my name written on them.
The checks have your name on them? You're an idiot. All right, look, I'm sorry for being so direct, but the best way is to absorb it all at once. Hey, you okay?
I'm a little nauseous.
Yeah, well, deep breaths, kid. Deep breaths. And I once felt like you. Yeah, back in the day when I also believed whether I was going to play golf that week was my decision. But I found out I was living a lie. You're in a marriage, Van. There is very little mine and yours in a marriage and a whole lot of ours.
But maybe that can change. Maybe it's just that no one's ever tried yet, huh?
There isn't a guy walking out of divorce court that didn't once believe he was the chosen one. No, Van, you have to accept this.
Okay, I can accept it. I can accept that the money I make is also Cheyenne's. I can. But you mean to tell me that I'm not even allowed to say I think it's mine?
And now comes the hope. There is a place where you can do that. It's a wonderful place. Huh? Van, I think it's time you learned how to play golf. You're coming with me on Saturday. Yeah, go golf. Yeah, buddy.
Hello, boys.
Hey.
What's going on?
Oh, we're just shooting the breeze. Hey, listen to this. Van's coming golfing with me on Saturday.
Yeah?
Golf?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so, honey.
Huh?
You know, until we get the situation with the IRS figured out, we need to be more careful with our money. Don't you think?
Yes, of course.
Look, Mr. H.
Just go.
No, hey.
If you're talking to me, hello. If you're not talking to me, hello anyway.
I'm no longer mad at you. I discussed this with the people at my meeting, and they suggested that I act with grace and maturity. Oh, shoot! The boss is here. We better look busy. Is that shiny enough for you, Mr. Montgomery, sir? I want to earn my paycheck.
What are you doing?
What does it look like she's doing? She's acting with grace and maturity.
You know, Cheyenne, I don't consider myself your boss, but if I did, your file would have a big red sticker on it that said, bad attitude.
You know what, Van? When we got married, you shouldn't have said I do. You should have said you're hired.
Oh, look at you. You're talking to each other.
I'm going to the golf course.
Okay.
Van, stop. Cheyenne, stop. If you guys aren't in the mood to talk, well, I am. So sit down, shut up, and listen.
She's gonna say it's my fault.
No, she's gonna say it's my fault.
Well, you're both wrong, because it's my fault.
No, Mrs. H., I don't blame you. You were loaded.
Look, guys, I think this thing between Brock and the IRS has got me a little nutty in the money area.
Yeah, well, maybe, but it's okay, because you've been under a lot of stress.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, Cheyenne. Where there's money, there will always be stress. Whether you have money or if you don't. It'll always be a large pain in the rear. That's why couples don't want to talk about it. And that's where the trouble starts. And that's what I was trying to prevent.
Nice job.
Don't avoid this issue, guys. It will never go away.
Look, I'm sorry I said I think the money I make is mine, just because I earn it and the checks have my name written on them.
It's not why I got mad, Van. I got mad because I don't make any money. And every time I worry about that, I tell myself that it's okay because I think of all the other things that I do for the family.
Yes, exactly, and that's what I was trying to show you with the check.
Well, you know what? This is gonna sound stupid, Van, but I felt like you devalued everything I do by putting a value on it.
Oh, honey, no. You are the heart and soul of our family. Money we can always find, but you give us something that we can't find anyplace else. You know what that is? Cheyenneism.
You're just saying that.
No, baby, look, I could give up my job, my stuff, my everything. It can all be replaced, but there's something that can never be replaced. You.
Baby.
Yeah?
Let's try to never fight about money again.
Deal.
Okay.
So, hey,
Yeah.
what do you say we go upstairs and you make a little overtime?
You can't afford me.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hey,
Mom, I was just going to my room to pray.
well, I already prayed. God wants you to sit. Jake, what were you thinking selling those sodas?
Why am I in trouble for being a good businessman? Do you realize that when I'm a millionaire, this will be the cute story you tell Larry King?
Watch it, Jake. Being dishonest is not funny.
Yeah, well, neither is being poor.
What do you mean by that?
Forget it. What's my punishment?
No, I'm not going to forget it. What are you talking about?
All everybody talks about around here lately is how we don't have any money. Well, I'm trying to do something about that.
So you were doing all that just for the family?
Yes.
Okay, Jake. Here's your punishment. You have to listen to what I'm going to say right now and remember it for the rest of your life.
Couldn't you just whack me?
Listen to me. Honey, you will have opportunities your whole life to break the rules and to cheat to get money.
Sweet.
Jake. Now, If you take advantage of these opportunities, even if you get the money, you will be poor. You may have a lot of money, but you will be poor. Do you understand what I'm saying here?
Yes.
Good. Now, might have to go tell Barbara Jean what you've been up to, because she's really upset.
I already did.
Jake! Delivery time! I also brought candy because I think we are leaving a lot of money on the table by not offering sweets. Crap! Oh, good, Reba, you're here. You want to see Henry's new trick?
Sure, if it means making his mommy disappear.
Well, it looks like somebody already made your manners disappear. Okay, Henry, what do we do when we see a stranger? Yow! Okay.
Barbara Jean, why didn't you warn me that he was going to do that?
Well, strangers don't get a warning. Strangers only get pain. Ah!
Great. Now, I have bruises on both my shins. Do you know what purple looks like on white skin?
Where are you going?
To get some ice.
The safe word is pickles.
Why do I need a safe word?
Pickles! Pickles! Good job, sweetie.
Oh, no, Barbara Jean, you've got to leave.
Oh my gosh, is it the supermarket cops? I swear I only ate one frozen burrito.
Why is it that they don't get mad if you eat one grape, but they do if you eat a watermelon?
I'm not...
Okay, look, seriously, Barbara Jean, you got to get out of here because we have a surprise for Mom, and I don't want you to ruin it.
Well, I'm not gonna ruin it. Why would you think I would ruin it? What is it? Can I tell her?
No, Barbara Jean, look, if you love Mom, you're going to let her have this moment without you.
Well, when you put it that way.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I'm torn, you
No,
know?
what?
On the one hand, sure, I love your mother, but what does that mean if I'm not here for her in every big moment of her life?
Oh, well, stay.
Reba, they got you a big surprise.
Oh.
They bought you a car. I'm just guessing.
You sit down and you shut up.
Okay.
You know, Mom, the weirdest thing, you know who I was thinking about the other day? Was that Dr. Morgan?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Well, Cheyenne, I mean, why would I have to leave, you know, just because you want to talk about Dr. Morgan? You know, I'm so over him. I'm over his warm smile, his kind eyes, his firm, tight buttocks.
Because, Barbara Jean, Dr. Morgan and Mrs. H had that intense middle-aged love affair. Oh. Just saying it makes my skin crawl.
So, you ever think about him?
Yes, I have a few fond memories.
Man, flick the porch lights.
What are you guys up to?
I know. Dr. Morgan is outside.
Barbara Jean.
Huh?
I'm here to see Reba.
Oh, of course, yeah. Just. Oh, you smell terrific.
Hello, Reba.
Hello, stranger.
Stranger, yeah!
My roots are planted in the past, though my life is changing fast. Who I am is who I wanna be. A single mom who works too hard, who loves her kids and never stops, with gentle hands and the heart of a fighter. I'm a survivor.
Sorry about that. I forgot we had an attacked child.
Does it hurt? Do you want me to kiss it and make it better?
Barbara Jean, we've talked about this. You are still married to Brock, aren't you?
I guess. Come on, Henry, let's go home and see Daddy. Same old daddy who does the same old thing every same old day.
So.
So. Do you guys mind giving us a little privacy?
Oh, okay, sure. Privacy. Come on, man, let's go.
I am not leaving him alone with her. Last thing we need in this house is another baby.
Gross, that is my mom. Come on, let's go.
All right. Hey, just because you're a doctor doesn't mean you get to play doctor.
Van, come on.
So that's what's considered good looking? Wait till I'm 60.
So you're probably wondering why I haven't called the last couple of months.
Well, I was trying to stay positive. I assumed you were dead.
I know I told you I'd only be in Boston for a month or two, but it turned into a job offer, and some things came up, and, well, I struggled with...
Your phone?
Yes. It's way too fancy. It takes pictures, but I don't know how to make phone calls. Although I'm pretty sure that it accepts calls.
Stop trying to get out of trouble by pointing out that I was equally at fault.
There's no excuse. I should have called, and I'm sorry. And believe it or not, I really missed you.
I missed you, too.
So I moved back to town, and I was thinking maybe we could start seeing each other again.
Oh, gee, I don't know. You gotta realize how hard it was on me not hearing from you.
I know.
And I don't know if I should give you another chance. I mean, I don't know if I want to risk getting hurt again. But on the other hand, you do smell awfully good.
And you're just smelling me from a distance.
Well, I'm just giving myself a running start.
Well, that was great. Sorry I had to beat you guys so bad.
Well, guys versus girls wasn't exactly fair.
Well, I didn't say it was fair. I said it was great.
Next time it'll be you and me against Cheyenne and Van.
Then I'm not going.
Well, good. Then we won't have to use the bumpers.
Just gonna put the bow and stuff in the closet.
I'll give you a hand. So, people think you're good looking.
Are you hitting on me?
Not me, man. I said people. People. I said people.
Oh, you two seem to be getting along.
I know. Feel like a high school girl trapped in a college girl's body.
Oh, Mom, I am so glad that you're happy. I mean, seriously, for years you have been moping around this house, depressing everyone. Seriously, Van and I were thinking about moving out at one point.
Sorry, dear. I didn't know it was so hard on you.
Oh. Yeah, well, you were kind of wrapped up in yourself there. Oh, but Mom, seriously, hold on to this one. I don't want my little cloud of doom coming back again.
So you guys were thinking about moving out?
No, not anymore now that you're happy. She likes you.
I'm gonna take her to the prom.
You know, I really like Cheyenne and Van, but he's a little obsessed with looks.
Oh, they're all vain at that age.
No, he's obsessed with my looks.
Oh. He gets that from me. Plus, Van's a little worried. But if a good-looking guy like you could be divorced, he better behave himself.
Oh, well, that's not technically the case.
Are you telling me you're not handsome?
Oh, I'm handsome. I meant the divorce part.
How's that again?
I mean that my soon-to-be ex-wife just hasn't signed the papers yet. So technically, we're not divorced. You knew that.
No, I'm pretty sure I would have remembered that. So legally, you're still married?
Well, yeah, but it's not like there's some divorce police that are going to come arrest me. Is there?
This isn't funny. I'm I'm dating a married man.
No, you're looking at this all wrong. You're dating a very soon-to-be divorced man.
But you're still married. Do you know what that makes me? Barbara Jean. I don't want to be Barbara Jean. Barbara Jean doesn't even want to be Barbara Jean.
I'm sorry, Reba. I wasn't trying to hide anything. I can't believe we haven't had this conversation.
I'm Barbara Jean. I am Barbara Jean. Am I turning into tall, blonde, and crazy?
I had no idea this was going to affect you this way. And you know what? I'm going to take care of it. It's time I got it over with anyway.
Oh, no. I don't want to be the reason your marriage is breaking up.
Wait, first of all, you're not the reason my marriage is breaking up. And secondly, you'll never be Barbara Jean. I can't say why, but remember, I was her therapist.
You're not Barbara Jean. You are Reba. You're different. You are Reba.
Jeez, Mom, stop talking to yourself. You're sounding like Barbara Jean.
Hey, what you doing?
Whatever I'm doing, you can't relate to because I'm nothing like you. So before you jump to conclusions and start asking what I'm doing, you better look in the mirror because you won't see me. I can tell you that.
Uh-oh. Trouble with Dr. Hunky?
No. And if there was any trouble, I don't want to talk to you about it.
Did you fight? Were you needy? Was there uncomfortable adult touching?
Barbara Jean, you make me want to burn my ears.
Reba, don't let him get away. I really want this to work out for you. Man, I know you've forgiven me, but I've never really gotten over my part in the destruction of your marriage.
Oh, I remember your part. You played Godzilla. I'll get it.
It's a bad feeling being the other woman, Reba. Bad, bad feeling.
Can I help you? Are you Reba Hart?
Yeah.
I'm Cheryl Morgan, Jack Morgan's wife.
Oh, you mean ex-wife?
I mean, wife.
A bad, bad feeling.
Oh. Jack's wife. I don't know what to say.
Never been on this side before, huh, Reba? Cheryl, please come in. Come on.
Why did you invite her in? This is going to be terribly awkward.
But we don't know that. Let's just hear what the woman has to say.
I still love Jack.
Sorry.
Look, Cheryl, I just want you to know that I had no idea your divorce wasn't final when I started going out with Jack.
Hey, you don't have to justify yourself to her. He's a good-looking man, so he's fair game.
I think we can still work it out, which is why I want you to stop seeing it.
Well, that's not gonna happen.
Barbara Jean, just stop it. I want this to be over with.
Well, it's not up to her. It's up to Brock. I mean, Jack. Jack.
She's not speaking for me.
No, I'm speaking for all the other women.
There are more?
Oh, no, not with Jack. I mean figuratively. You know, women who do what we do.
Cheryl, I'm sorry, but I won't see Jack again.
What? Are you out of your mind?
If you keep talking, nobody's going to see you again.
You know, this wasn't easy for me, Reba. And I hope I don't have to do it again.
Alrighty then. Thanks for dropping by.
Thanks for dropping by.
Well, I told you it was going to be awkward.
Well, of course it's awkward. It's adultery. Now, all right, Reba, this is not too late to save this, all right? Now, we just call Jack, tell him to come on over here, burst into tears, tell him that she threatened you, and then let him get to second base.
Stop it. I'm not going to see Jack again.
You were serious?
Oh, absolutely. That was humiliating. I feel horrible. I feel dirty.
That'll pass.
She still loves him.
Well, he doesn't love her.
You don't know that. And I don't think I could be with him if I thought I was going to hurt somebody the way I was hurt.
Do you love him?
I don't know.
Do you?
Well, I could.
Well, then you need to get off your little pompous high horse and get out there and fight for him.
Oh, of course, you would think that.
Yeah, I do. Reba, this is your one chance for happiness. Just like I was Brock's one chance for happiness.
Do you even know who you're talking to?
Yeah, I do. And as your best friend, I gotta tell you something. Your marriage to Brock was over. Just like theirs is over. Don't lose Jack just because you won't fight for him. Reba, you deserve this.
I need some air.
Reba and a married man? Honest to God, you think you know somebody.
Hey, Brock, you got a minute?
Sure, what can I do you for?
I need to talk to you about your affair.
Oh, good. I was worried we were finally going to talk about something else.
I just found out that Jack's divorce is not quite as final as I thought it was. No reaction?
Not until I figure out which one you're looking for.
I don't know what to do. He says his marriage is over, but his wife says she still loves him.
Well, how do you know that?
She dropped by.
Well, could have been worse. Barbara Jean could have been there.
Okay, look. What I need to know is, if she's willing to fight for him, does their marriage have a chance?
Gee, Reba, there's no way I can know that. I mean, every situation is different.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Well, Brock, let me ask you this. Would it made a difference if I'd been willing to fight for you?
I don't know.
Crap. Okay.
Reba, I am so sorry. I just talked to Cheryl, and I can only imagine how uncomfortable that was.
Look, Jack, I just need to ask you one question. Do you have any feelings left for her? Because if you do, and if you guys tried to
No.
work- Are you sure?
I'm sure now.
What the heck did that mean?
Apparently it meant stop me before I kiss you.
No. You're sure now? You became sure after you met me?
Well, I meant it as a good thing.
I told you I didn't want to be the reason your marriage broke up.
You're not.
But you said it was my fault.
Yes. No, you keep saying that.
Then what are you saying?
Nothing. You know, I regret ever talking. Okay, can we just start this over? Wasn't quite the same, was it?
No. Look, I care for you. I really do. But I had the same thing done to me by the person listening on the other side of that counter, and I just can't do it to someone else.
It's not the same thing.
Well, it sure feels like it.
Is there anything I can say? Because I'll say it. I don't want to lose you.
Say you're single.
I will be.
Call me then.
I'll talk to you later. Take care, Barbara Jean.
Kisses! I'm sorry, Reba. I saw him drive over, and I just had to see what was going on.
Oh, that's okay. I probably would have done the same thing. Oh, Lord. Okay, Cheyenne, you can come out too.
God, it was getting hot in there. You okay, Ma?
I guess so. You know, there's an old saying that goes, it's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all.
Yeah. Amen.
Hey, Barbara Jean. You got your message?
Thanks for coming.
Well, you said it was important.
It is. I don't think you should just walk away from Reba. I think you should fight for her. She might be your one chance for happiness.
I don't think I can do that.
Why not?
Because she's not the one I want. You are.
Me?
Come on, you've known it all along. The whole time I was kissing Reba, I was really kissing you.
Damn. Why must all the men in Reba's life desire me?
Isn't it obvious? You're better than she is.
I hate myself for it every day.
Kiss me, Barbara Jean.
I can't.
Okay.
Where are you going? Get back here.
Barbara Jean, what are you doing?
These pillows just aren't as fluffy as they used to be. It's like the same old person sitting on them the same old way every same old day. Hey, guys.
Hey, Barbara Jean.
Here you go, Reba. A little gift.
Oh, looky there. A dartboard.
Ha, Carrot Top. It's just a little something for you to remember me by.
Are we breaking up? What did I do, and why didn't I do it sooner?
Reba, we can't joke our way out of this painful situation. Brock is selling our house to pay the debt to the IRS.
What? Why do you have to do that? I thought you guys were getting a second mortgage.
Brock's credit is wrecked. He said the guy at the bank actually taped our application up in the coffee room next to Dilbert.
Selling your house? I don't know what to say. Wish there was something I could do.
There is.
Should have stopped after I don't know what to say.
Reba, buy our house and let us stay, please.
Look, Barbara Jean, I couldn't buy your house even if there was normal people living in it.
Well, I figured it was worth a shot. You could have told me that Brock was a deadbeat before I started sneaking around with him.
God, I hate seeing Barbara Jean sad. It's like looking at a clown without all her makeup on.
Yeah, it's sad. I wish we could help, but we can't.
Yes, we can.
I got to quit saying that.
Look, Mrs. H, when we flipped that house on Fillmore last month, we made a little money. But the big money is owning a rental property. It makes a little money during the month, but it also appreciates. You gotta see the big picture.
Do you know why I keep saying no? Because of this big picture.
Barbara Jean, Barbara Jean, Barbara Jean. You're so sensitive about Barbara Jean. What has she ever done to you? Yeah. She broke up your marriage and stole your husband. Frankly, Mrs. H, if you look at the guy in a harsh light of day, you'll see she did you a favor. Now, I got one word for you. Let it go.
That's 3 words.
Not the way I say it. Say it with me. Let it go. Come on. We're talking about making money here.
Yeah, and I hate to bring human beings in your whole big discussion about money, but, Mom, you could actually help them keep their home.
Who? Oh, yeah.
Look, if you don't buy their house, they're gonna have to leave the place that they love. I mean, helping someone keep their home is a huge deal. I work with the homeless.
Yeah, we know. But she does make a good point.
Okay, what are y'all saying? If I'm a good person, I'll do this?
Exactly, and that's what we're trying to appeal to, your good personness. You see, I got the head for business. You got the body.
My roots are planted in the past, though my life is changing fast. Who I am is who I wanna be. A single mom who works too hard, who loves her kids and never stops, with gentle hands and the heart of a fighter. I
Mrs. H. The lease is all ready to go. Oh, this is so exciting. I love being a landlord. I love land, and I love being a lord. Hey, when they come in, can we make them bow down to us?
Van, this is not a game.
I was being serious. Kiss the pinky!
Look, I agreed to buy Brock and Barbara Jean's house to help them out, but there's a reason why you don't sell your car to a family member.
Or underwear. Barbara Jean said they were unisex.
Van. I am trying to explain to you why we need to keep this arrangement strictly business. I want to avoid any situation which will make me mad and give me motive to kill.
There's my fairy godmother. Oh, hey, can you turn my husband into a prince?
Nope, he's stuck as a toad.
Very nice. Look, Barbara Jean won't listen to me because, well, she's my wife. But I want to go on record as saying that the two of you buying my house is the worst idea that I've ever heard.
Okay, what he means is thank you, thank you, thank you.
You don't have to thank us.
Yeah, your deposit check will take care of that.
All you need to do is pay us for the first and last month's rent after you sign the lease.
What? A lease? I mean, we don't need a lease, Reba. We're friends.
Okay, nothing about that statement is correct.
That's because we're the landlords. You're the lowly tenants. But Mrs. H and I have agreed that you don't have to bow or kiss the pinky.
Okay. Yeah, it's starting to sink in. My ex-wife owns my house. Well, she got my first one, might as well have the second.
Reba, would this figure here be the rent?
Yep. Hey, it's a lot less than anything else is going in the neighborhood. I mean, golly, you didn't expect us to let you live there for free, did you?
No. Maybe. Would be nice.
Barbara Jean, this is a business deal, and I want to keep it that way.
Okay. Fine. That's the way you want it? Van, can I borrow a pen?
Sure, but you're gonna need to put a deposit down on it. I'm just kidding.
Man, this is how I always dreamed my life would turn out. Yeah, it's a real high point. Hey, maybe tomorrow morning I'll wake up in bed with my mom.
Hard work being a landlord, huh?
I had no idea how demanding tenants could be. Barbara Jean's complaining that her dishwasher's broken and expects me to pay to have it fixed. I got one word for you, Barbara Jean. Paper plates.
Van, that is 2 words.
Let it go.
You know, you sound like some sort of fat cat slumlord.
Fat cat. I like that. I like cats and I like fat.
Van, we have to fix their dishwasher. It's part of being a landlord.
No, it isn't, Mrs. H. Being a landlord is soaking the tenants for every penny so I can sit around, take naps, and go to the gym, which I'm late for, by the way.
Van, you know, your new obsession with money is very unattractive.
Oh, yeah? That might be. But take a look at these hammies.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, right. Wash a dish.
You know, you should go home, take a sock, and shove it down the toilet. See if his hammies can fix that.
So, Reba, listen, Barbara Jean sent me over here to give you the security deposit.
Oh, great. The way she was acting, I thought I was going to have a problem with that.
Yeah, well, here you go.
What's that?
That's the security deposit. It's all in dimes. She said you should count it.
That's insane. I can't drag a bag of dimes to the bank. They'll think I've robbed a fountain. Oh.
Yeah, listen, there's something else. Barbara Jean has decided to fix up the house, and since you're the landlord, it's on your dime. She said I should make sure and say it exactly like that.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go take care of this insanity right now.
Yeah.
Barbara Jean?
Yeah.
We need to talk.
Oh. Hey, Mrs. Roper.
What are you doing?
We're decorating. Which color do you like for the living room? Sand or Parisian ecru?
Which color were you sniffing when you decided I was going to paint your house?
Well, according to the tenants' rights hotline, it is customary for the landlord to repaint every 2 years.
We've only owned the property for a week.
Yeah, well, it's not my fault the previous owners didn't keep the property up.
Why are you doing this?
Why am I doing what? Why am I standing up for my rights? Why am I not letting the man stick it to me?
I'm not the man, and I'm not sticking it to you. And there is no way that Van and I are going to pay for upgrades like wallpaper and paint and... Are you redoing the floor?
Yes. I am making a necessary repair. There's a nick behind the couch.
So you have a nick? And you want me to replace the whole floor?
Yeah, it's a hazard. Henry could snag a sock. Anything could happen. I mean, someone could die.
That's it, Barbara Jean. No floor, no paint, no nothing. And if you ever pay me with a sack of dimes, I will tie that to your feet and throw you in the lake. Do you understand me?
Watch it, because I still got some dimes and I don't...
Oh, God! Oh, my ankle! Oh, Barbara Jean, are you okay? Should I call a doctor?
Yeah. But first, call a lawyer, because I'm suing you. I'm so weak.
Hey, when those whiny renters get back from the hospital, can you make sure and tell them that I took care of their petty complaints? And I did it myself, and I saved a few bucks by doing it. Licensed plumber my butt. Plumber butt. Just say no to crack.
Van, you don't know anything about plumbing?
I don't know anything about gas either, but I fixed the furnace. Those people are trouble. I say we evict them.
Van, that's my father you're talking about.
It's all about the poor tenants, isn't it, Cheyenne? Nobody ever thinks about the fat cat landlord. Look at that. I'm gonna go get a beer and some fudge.
Hello, Reba. I'm fine. They may have to amputate. But, you know, I can always get a license plate that says Stumpy.
Barbara Jean, the doctor said it was a sprain.
He said it was the kind of sprain he saw all the time in Nam.
You know, Barbara Jean, so Mom isn't the best landlord. I mean, seriously, if Van and I had to pay rent, we would have moved out a long time ago.
Thank you, honey.
Uh-huh.
Look, Barbara Jean, I know you came over here to make me feel guilty, but I don't. I'm sorry you're hurt, but it wasn't my fault.
Well, it isn't up to me to determine who is or isn't at fault, Reba. That is for the judge to decide. Here's your subpoena. I brought it to you myself because I just know how much you love paperwork. Oh, and while you're eating crow, try not to get any on that shirt because I plan to take it right off your back. Good one.
And I got
Mrs. H, guess what?
What?
I hired a private detective to dig up dirt on Barbara Jean. This baby is loaded with character deformation.
You mean defamation?
I mean both.
This lawsuit's ridiculous. I mean, if she's gonna sue me for hurting her, I wish I could get one more crack at it.
Mrs. H, there's no way she's gonna win. We have a secret weapon in the arsenal. Do you know Barbara Jean has been arrested for public indecency 3 times?
Oh. Oh, great. Now you've ruined Oktoberfest for me.
Sorry we're late. We would have been here sooner. Except I can barely walk on my nearly broken leg.
Well, if you're really suffering, we could always put you down.
Makes fun of cripples. Write that down.
Let's just stick to this case for the time being, shall we? Mrs. Hart, Barbara Jean's lawsuit alleges that neglectful conduct has led to the severe sprain of her ankle, affected her time with her child, and led to the demise of her wifely duties.
What does that mean?
Means we're gonna be getting a thank you letter from Brock.
It's time for my pain medication. Why don't you write down that I'm also now addicted to painkillers?
Not for the first time. Right, Barbara Jean?
Are you Reba Hart's lawyer?
I'm Van Montgomery, co-owner of the alleged property, which we graciously allowed this deadbeat renter to continue living in. She would have been out on the street if it weren't for us. Not for the first time. Right, Barbara Jean?
You are not named in the lawsuit, Mr. Montgomery. Mrs. Hart is only suing Mrs. Hart.
What? That's not fair.
Life's not fair, Mrs. H. You're on your own. Bye, guys.
All right, let's get into this. What is your full name?
Reba Nell Hart.
And what's your date of birth?
December the 12th.
19.
19, none of your business. Move on.
And what are your feelings towards Barbara Jean?
What are my feelings? What's that got to do with this case?
I have no idea. Barbara Jean gave me this list of questions. Can't we use my questions now? Or...
No! Question 21. Have you had it in for Barbara Jean ever since she stole your husband, so that when you saw the chance to buy her house and cause her financial ruin and humiliation, you did it gleefully? What? No, that's a crazy question. It is not a crazy question, just like question 43. Do you sit in your house, which you own, and happily toast your superiority with champagne that you bought with Barbara Jean's rent money?
Okay. First of all, when I'm sitting alone in my home thinking about you, I'm drinking hard liquor! And second of all, do you really think I could do that?
Yes, because the only reason you bought our house was to humiliate and punish me.
You asked me to buy it.
Is that true?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that.
Well, maybe I should just take the bar exam for you too, cowboy, huh? How about that? Yeah. I asked you, Reba, because we needed your help. But you just saw it as a chance to swoop in like a vulture and feast on the dead carcass of our financial ruin.
I have no interest in feasting on your carcass.
You made me sign a lease. Do you have any idea how that made me feel?
Sheltered? Safe?
Terrible. It's like I was just a rent check, a dollar sign, instead of the woman who stole your husband and became your best friend.
Barbara Jean, take my word for it. My feelings for you have not changed.
Really?
Yes, I bought the house so you wouldn't be thrown out on the street. And I made you sign a lease so there would be no misunderstandings to get into the way of our
love for each other?
Whatever.
So you really felt bad for us?
How could I not feel bad for you? I mean, you're in such a financial hole that you might never, ever get out of it. As much as I'd like to revel in that, I hate to see you suffer like this.
Really? So when I hurt, you hurt?
If you don't move your hand, you're gonna hurt.
Oh, Reba, can't sue you. I'm dropping the lawsuit. Oh, Reba, you are a dear, sweet woman. And you know what? I'm just so happy that I could dance in the streets naked.
Not for the first time, right, Barbara Jean?
Ba cha con ông Trần Quý Thanh nói lời sau cùng xin được khoan hồng. Bài viết trên báo Tiền Phong 2 giờ trước. Được hội đồng xét xử cho nói lời sau cùng tại phiên tòa, ba cha con ông Trần Quý Thanh đều cho biết đã nhận thức được sai lầm. Xin được hưởng sự khoan hồng của pháp luật để sớm trở về tiếp tục đóng góp cho xã hội. Thì có những kẻ phạm tội nào mà lúc phạm tội thì có nghĩ đến cái lúc này đâu. Đến khi đứng trước tòa rồi thì lúc đầu thì cãi cố, rồi sau cùng thì 10 bị án thì cả là 10 đều xin được hưởng lượng khoan hồng, rồi vì sức khỏe ốm, rồi về cống hiến cho xã hội, rồi vân vân. Cái lúc phạm tội thì sao không nghĩ như thế, để bây giờ đứng trước tòa phải xin rồi được giảm nhẹ, rồi về cống hiến cho xã hội, rồi bệnh tật, rồi bố mẹ già, rồi lúc phạm tội ăn một đống tiền thì sao không nghĩ như thế để khỏi phải đỡ vướng vào vòng lao lý không. Chiều 24 tháng 4, hội đồng xét xử sơ thẩm vụ án lạm dụng tín nhiệm chiếm đoạt tài sản đối với ông Trần Quý Thanh, sinh năm 1953, cùng hai con gái là Trần Uyên Phương và Trần Ngọc Bích đã cho các bị cáo nói lời sau cùng. Sau đó hội đồng xét xử vào nghị án, dự kiến tuyên án vào 10 giờ sáng 25 tháng 4. Là người nói lời sau cùng đầu tiên tại phiên tòa, ông Trần Quý Thanh nói cảm ơn các cơ quan tố tụng đã giải thích cho ông, hiểu rõ được sai lầm của ông và mong hội đồng xét xử xem xét khoan hồng cho bị cáo có cơ hội sớm trở về. Tương tự như lời nói sau cùng, bị cáo Trần Ngọc Bích cũng cảm ơn các cơ quan tố tụng đã giải thích cho mình hiểu rõ được sai lầm mình đã thực hiện. Bị cáo cảm ơn các cơ quan chức năng đã cho bị cáo được tại ngoại để có điều kiện thực hiện các thỏa thuận với đối tác. Bị cáo Bích bày tỏ sự hối tiếc và lỗi lầm của mình đã gây ra, đồng thời xin hội đồng xét xử xem xét giảm nhẹ hình phạt cho cha, chị gái và bản thân mình. Nói lời sau cùng, bị cáo Trần Uyên Phương cũng hối tiếc về hành vi của mình và xin hội đồng xét xử xem xét giảm nhẹ hình phạt cho mình, cho cha và em gái. Trước khi các bị cáo nói lời sau cùng, bảo chữa cho bị cáo, luật sư Trương Thị Minh Thơ nói rằng ông Trần Quý Thanh có nhiều tình tiết giảm nhẹ như thành khẩn khai báo, nhân thân tốt, có nhiều đóng góp, trên 70 tuổi, sức khỏe yếu. Đối với bị cáo Trần Uyên Phương, luật sư Thơ nói bà Phương bị lệ thuộc, không bàn bạc gì khi ông Thanh và các đối tác thỏa thuận. Bản thân bà Phương cũng có nhiều thành tích xuất sắc trong lao động, sản xuất, học tập, được tặng nhiều bằng khen, giấy khen, đóng góp nhiều sức lực và tiền của cho xã hội. Vậy là chiều 25, chiều hôm nay là tuyên án. Cái việc là thôi được quyền xin giảm nhẹ hình phạt thì mọi người được cái quyền đó, còn có được giảm nhẹ hay không nó còn tùy thuộc vào tính chất vụ án, nhân thân có tốt hay không, rồi hoàn cảnh éo le, bệnh tật vân vân, cái đó là do tòa quyết định.
How did you get that? I thought I burned him. Oh, God. Van, please, Van, where'd you get... Oh, God. I was so young, Van. Oh, God.
Hey, wait a minute. Now I remember you.
Me.